Hello family, welcome into Within a Brook. This will be a different video and it will actually be what has been going on within a brook, which is me. I'm Brooke. Hi. um, so I want to talk about the Scorpio new moon. So the Scorpio new moon was on the 20th. It's the 24th now, so like 4 days ago. And I have been debating on doing this video, and I was kind of up all night because it's something different. And I know that I've had talking videos before, but it's been a hot minute. So yes, so I've just been wondering if this is what I want to do. But I wouldn't have been up all night if it wasn't something that I should do. Know what I'm saying? Like my soul wanted to do this. So for the Scorpio new moon, I had some intense energy come up. And I literally felt like I was like a Super Saiyan, like dispersing this energy, feeling it and dispersing it, just integrating, releasing. And it came up because I had a very beautiful talk with one of my good friends. And it was just so beautiful to see how we support each other and the love that we have for each other within saying, yes, dude, I love seeing you within the best energy, right? And it's like hyping each other up and stuff. And then I was shown kind of like a polarity of that, of where somebody asked me how I was doing, and I said, hey, I'm doing really good. I feel very aligned. I'm feeling very loved. I'm just feeling like I am here, and it wasn't acknowledged, and the conversation took a turn or whatever, and it just made me feel not seen or not heard. And I know that it was my ego, because I started to feel this intensity, you know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like, why am I here? Why am I in this conversation? And it's very beautiful when you understand that everything is you and everybody is you, right? So you're like, so I'm feeling these energies and they're just very intense, and I'm like, okay, obviously it is what it is, right? And I'm usually, and I know that it was a karmic release, because I haven't felt this in a long time, and I really don't get mad ever. Like, I'm pretty good at just chilling out. And this is also, okay, I'm trying not to go on too many like ADHD adventures here while telling this story. But I was in my head about making this video because I didn't want it to be me just coming on and ranting and spilling out all of my stuff. But I also think that it is good to see or to share how it is that we integrate and release these energies. So, whatever, and it's my channel. So I can do what I want. But also Spirit was like, no, this is good. Yeah, let's kind of put it out there. So, anyway, back to the story. Hi. Trying not to get off topic here. But so I started feeling this rage, and it was kind of like, I was feeling vindicated, right? And that's my ego. My ego was feeling like I wasn't seen. And for Pisces, that's kind of like a big thing, because Pisces doesn't want to be seen, but also it's kind of like, I do want to be acknowledged, and I do want people surrounding me that hype me up as I do unto others, kind of, And this is also my ego speaking, you know, all of this. And so I had to say, okay, what is it that's releasing? And I could feel it in my root chakra of just like, you know, of course, your solar plexus is kind of like, hey, I want to be seen and stuff like that. And it's your confidence. But there was something within my root chakra of being burned and not being seen and not being heard and having worth around that, right? And for like it started to make me feel vindicated, but also it made me kind of feel vindictive, right? Of me being like, well, you know what, if they don't wanna, then fuck this, you know, type of thing. um but I had to chill, right? Because I was feeling this so intensely. So I started playing some flute. I did a video actually that I didn't put out. Maybe I'll attach it to this, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Um, and then I had to tell myself, I'm love and I am light. And the biggest thing about me, Brooke, as Brooke, right? This is within a Brooke, as a human, is that throughout my life, I've always said, do not let the world make you cold, right? Do not let what happens turn my heart off or make my heart cold. So I had to sit here and then I had to remember my divinity. I am light. I am a matter of light, right? I am a manifestation of the one true source. So I was thinking, and then I'm like, this is an illusion. This is a program, right? This is something that has been programmed into my being from my lineage, from karma, from past lives to now, and it's all being felt and it's all being released now. So I let myself feel it. I let myself not towards anybody, right? Because this is me. So I've already forgiven the people, because people can only meet you where they are, right? So it's all good. It was all good within that. It was forgiven, released, no hard feelings towards anybody else. But I had to feel this within me because this was a me thing. And that's why it's like, do not take anything personal what people do unto you. But then also it's like having hate towards them, or, you know, don't project onto them, because it is you. So it is very personal while being not personal. Know what I'm saying? It's like everything is so it's the micro and the macro, right? It's bigger, and then it comes into being nothing, right? It is something in the moment. Then you have to feel it, then you have to release it. So I released that. And then I came back to source. And I'm like, hello. Hi, it's me, Brooke. I just went through that radical feeling experience. I had to release. And then it's like, I always want to understand fully what sets me off, right? So that I can feel it, so I can understand it to the core of my being. So I asked the universe, show me a materialized thing of this. Show me a message, bring me a message. Let me know what it is that I was feeling besides being vindicated and the victim energy, right? And then yesterday I saw this meme or this post thing where it said, sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes it's lonely, not in an aspect of not having everybody around or having anybody around to lean on, but it's lonely whereas when you feel so good within yourself, it's lonely not having somebody else or other people to share that love and that vibrancy with. And I'm like, that's what it is. Because I want to feel. Now, this is ego too, right? I want to feel this love, this vibrancy that I feel within myself everywhere. But that isn't it, because people are going through their own karma and are feeling their own things and are going through their own things, right? But that's what I was feeling in that moment. It's because when I express myself within the highest form of love, of vibration, and if people can't meet me back, then that just means that they haven't gotten there yet. And that is what was making me sad, kind of, and feel on not within the victim mentality, but within like an actual resonance. It's like it wasn't there, so then I'm just like, okay. But it's okay, because then you come back to source and everything is perfect, right? But it's those realizations that you need to have so that you don't resist it, right? And yesterday I had just like that deep release of like, okay, everything is cool. Now I understand. Now I understand what I was going through. Now I understand what I was feeling within the victim mentality, right? The ego that I released. It was maybe like a couple hours after actually feeling the intensity that like, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm not gonna let this take my power. I'm just gonna be good. But then there was in the back of my mind, it's like, but why? What is that? What is it actually? And then that's what it was. And I'm never lonely, just because I'm connected to everything. I see everything, and I'm good with being on my own. Like, I am great with just being here with spirit, being here with love, right? But then when I have interactions, it's like, yeah, man, I want to feel that spark. I want to feel that divinity within everyone. But then you understand everyone is perfect anyway. So then you have to look beyond the ego to see that they are perfect and that they are loved too. And then that's when you can continue to give that love. So it was a wild experience. It wasn't like super wild. It wasn't like crazy radical type of stuff, but I haven't felt rage in a while, or like that vindictive or vindicated energy, I suppose. Yeah. I'm doing good now. I mean, I was good through it all, but just sharing the experience. And then it was interesting to see so on TikTok I have this person that I've had on there, and I've seen that she was tagging me in things a while ago, and I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. I never looked at it though, because I'm not really on social media that much. Sometimes I do a little bit of doom scrolling here and there, and then I gotta catch myself. But then there's this woman who's had me added for a while, and she would tag me in stuff, and I just thought in the beginning she would tag me in stuff that like different spiritual videos and stuff like that, but most of the things that she would tag me in didn't resonate with me. So then I kind of stopped looking at it. But then she was tagging me more lately. So for some reason within like the past, like I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, my soul or my spirit or something wanted me to go and see what was up, or what she was taking me in. And it was a about my character and me not doing enough. Like I think there was like this LGBTQ protest or something like that. And she was kind of slandering me for not protesting or something like that. I don't know. It was like the dark energy and stuff. So I blocked her because I don't have time for that. And I sent her love, really, because when people give hate, that's what's around them, right? So I sent her love, and I wasn't letting her have any of my energy, right? So it didn't upset me or anything. Really, it just made me want to send more love to her, to wake her up, to be like, hey, you know, you're not doing this to me. I'm protective. I'm protected in the highest of high, right? We are in heaven. That's also why I don't protest or anything like that, because that's resistance, right? And resistance is persistence. What you resist persists. There are people within the world who their karma is going out and protesting. That isn't mine. Mine is love. Mine is to raise the collective within the highest frequency of love. And if I were to go and protest, that wouldn't be aligned with my true self, because within my reality, everything is already taken care of. There isn't that within my reality. There isn't hate within my reality. And that's what we anchor here on earth when we rise within frequency, right? Rise so high that the lower frequencies don't bug you. So I had to send her love, but also it was like, what is this showing me? What is this teaching me? And I think it was just to stay protected, you know that maybe in the back of my mind, there's something that like, maybe people talking shit about me, seeing if that would trigger something in me. But it didn't, because really they're just talking shit about themselves, and whatever you put out comes right back into you, right? So I thought that was interesting too. Scorpio season is such a wild ride. My Neptune is in Scorpio, and my rising is Scorpio. So, yeah. And also within, that release that I had to release it because also I don't want altercations like that to affect me and bring my energy down. That isn't my worth. Because just because someone can't meet me where I am doesn't mean that I am not worthy, right? Because that was another feeling that I had, was, am I not worthy to receive somebody to acknowledge what I'm going through, right? It's just all karma coming out and clearing. Still, you'll have that. Even when you know that you're good, like even when you know you're good, you're still going to have some things that come in to remind you, hey, you are a human, and sometimes you have these programmings within you still. And it's good when they come out, and it's really good when you feel the liberation from that too, right? Whenever I have a deep cleanse or an activation like that to disperse the energy within my chakra to release, it's kind of like afterwards you come back to divinity, and it's just funny, you laugh. You're like, yes, dude, thank you for showing me this. Thank you. And sometimes I laugh like maniacally. like yes, man, thank you for letting me feel, and thank you for releasing this, because I know whatever I release too will be released within my lineage, within my son, and the people around me too. So it's good. Yes. And then I come back to source. It's always like the pendulum, right? You go out, and then you come back in. Then you go out, and then you come back in. It's very beautiful, but it can be a wild ride, which is fine. It keeps things interesting, right? 20 minutes. Yeah. And the biggest thing is acceptance and loving yourself. Accepting everything that comes in, knowing that it's making you a better you. Now, if that happens again, I won't get as triggered and it won't affect me as much. And I'll just be like, okay, well, I'm going to go have fun. Yeah. So I think that's good. I also like talking to you. Let me know what you had going on, if you've experienced anything like this lately. Or, like, I know that this was talking about karma and stuff like that. But let me know the highs that you've been experiencing too. The highs that I've been experiencing, it's just like, love. Just love. I'm enjoying my family. I'm enjoying the work that I do. You know what's weird though? Sometimes, because I do tarot and stuff, sometimes I forget what the tarot is, what the meanings of the cards are. And then other times I'm very clear and direct and I just feel it and I know it. But I think when I forget, it's time for me to take a rest. So maybe I'll do that. Or maybe not. You know, every day changes. I can say something and then the next couple hours it changes. I think that can be the Pisces energy too, just flowing. And nothing is set in stone, you know? I really don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to be anything. But what calls to my soul. And that's the beautiful thing in life. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to be anywhere if you don't want to. If you just want to chill and relax for a while, that's cool. You know, sometimes with this Scorpio energy too, it's so intense, but also it's like that Shakti that comes in, that intense feminine energy that wants to come out, that wants to move, that wants to create, that wants to express. Well, that could be the masculine too, because you're expressing something. What was I gonna say? Oh, sometimes I feel like being bad though. Not like bad, not like hurting anybody. not like any like toxic shit or anything. But sometimes I just feel like having a cigarette or something, you know? Just like sitting back and having a cigarette. And then I think about what it does to my body and my lungs, which are here to help me breathe. And then I say no. But that Scorpio energy sometimes makes me want to be edgy. You know, be edgy and be a little bad. Like have a cigarette or maybe just have a cigarette. But then also I hate the taste of cigarettes. They gross me out. I don't even like the smell, right? But I was just thinking of that this morning, like I want a cigarette. And then if I actually had one, it would probably gross me out. I wonder what the energy is there. Maybe just being off. Like I said, everything is God, though, you know? Everything. Some things are denser, though. Some things carry denser energy. But you can always come back. It's like you're always coming back. Yeah. I'm probably not going to have a cigarette. uh, I think this is what I have for today. Let me know if you like this. It really puts the name within a brook into consideration. You know, and then sometimes when I forget, like the tarot, or sometimes when I'm like not here with the cards, I wonder, am I really supposed to be doing this? But then that's doubt. But then it's also like, am I just supposed to be expressing myself? And you don't know. If I don't know, you don't know, because you are me. But I am a fish, and we're multi-dimensional beings, and I think that everything has a season, right? Sometimes I'll be in seasons of tarot, sometimes maybe I'll be in seasons of talking or playing an instrument. Nothing is set in stone. And I think the true thing is to just follow your heart, and that's where the happiness is. That's where the vibration comes in. And this is making me happy. I like this. So, and I like you guys. I love you guys because I love me, and you are me. So, yeah, I think I'll end it now. Bye.